First Class, Facebook Live, te invita a disfrutar de nuestra programación de cursos, entrevistas, webinars y mucho más, para que estés preparado y encaminado hacia un mundo globalizado, afrontando la nueva normalidad con mejores herramientas. Conoce el método más increíble para aprender inglés. Forma parte de la gran familia First Class a nivel nacional y conoce el mejor inglés del país. Comparte esta iniciativa de mejorar nuestra educación, de mejorar nuestro país y aprovechar todas las oportunidades. First Class, Facebook Live. Aprende inglés desde tu hogar con el mejor instituto de idiomas de Bolivia, First Class. Contamos con programas personalizados para parejas, grupo familiar y las sesiones grupales para adultos y niños, donde podrás interactuar con diferentes personas de todo Bolivia. Accede a la promo 2x1 y conéctate desde la comodidad de tu casa y desde cualquier dispositivo. Y si tienes algo de base, solicita el examen de nivel online sin ningún costo y gradúate junto a nosotros en menor tiempo. Solicita nuestros programas vía WhatsApp al 6155-2024 y vive la experiencia First Class, el método más increíble para aprender inglés.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Facebook Apple Show. Bienvenidos a la última clase de esta semana. Remember that this class is an advanced class. And sorry about the title, is the Apple Facebook Show. That's the name of the show today. Take a bite of the apple. Just a little taste of the apple, of what we are. Okay, what first class stands for. Today is going to join me in a few seconds, Mr. William Villalobos. All right, he's going to be explaining you a little bit about what we do here. But before that, I would like to talk to you about why we create First Class Institute. Around 16 years ago, it was the year 2004 when we decided to build a place, to have a place where you, as a student, okay, be the most important thing, all right? Because we've been working in different institutions and we saw the need of a place where you can go and you can be treated good and you can be taught in an English language in an easy way and in a happy way and a very friendly atmosphere, en un ambiente amigable. And that's why we create First Class. Y es por eso que creamos First Class. Ya son 16 años y hasta la fecha hemos tenido miles de graduados profesionales, because remember, when you graduate from First Class, you're going to graduate as técnico superior, and that, okay, allows you to teach in a public or private entity, okay? So, lo que queremos es que ustedes, cuando estén con nosotros en First Class, sepan, y nosotros te garantizamos que tú eres la cosa más importante en la institución. Y es así como te mereces ser tratado. And that's First Class family. All right? Okay. Remember, we're going to see each other at the end of the show. Nos vamos a ver al final para poder darte algunas sorpresas acerca de si quieres registrarte con nosotros y un poquito acerca de los lugares donde tienes que llamar. Okay? Conmigo, with me. All right? See you later, alligator. Enjoy the show. Controles, vamos con Mr. William Villalobos.
So, welcome everyone again, if you were in the past days, here with me in the Apple Facebook show. So, well, we've reached up to this point where we will be advancing something about a level C1. So, I'm very happy about this. Um, for people who do not know me, I am William Villalobos. I hold a bachelor degree in English language, and I have done some practices in other countries of the world as well. Everything for the sake of teaching and showing everyone that education is very important for everyone, now for the whole world. So thank you very much if you uh, are with me up to this point tonight, and if you were the past days as well. So I really appreciate all that of you. Well, so tonight we have something really helpful for everyone. I think that tonight is going to be a night, like the song, where when you can learn how you can improve English, your English, because sometimes you study a lot of books, you do this, you do that, but still you do not sound like a native speaker, or you are still have some mistakes in some things. So today I'm going to show you that you can improve that. And that goes to a higher level. So you want to go beyond your limits, tonight's the night. Okay? So before anything, let's start reading some comments and start knowing about a little bit about you. Um, we have some people. We have Sergio there. We have hello. Oh, howdy. Howdy doody. Good. Yeah. Hello, Santos. Maro. Nice to see you tonight here, Ryan. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. Yeah, we have some great questions here. I'm going to answer this in Spanish because this person is really interested in our courses. So yeah, al final de la noche el director del instituto les va a dar unas promociones especiales por solamente haber estado acá y aprender un poco con nosotros. So you can wait until the end of the show, but of course, you will get something tonight. Then we have Cecilia. Hello, Cecilia. We have Abby, Rocket over there. Hello, thank you a lot for coming by tonight. Asmar, Alexandre, hello. Okay, great. You're with your class. That really encourages me a lot to even do it better tonight. I hope your class learns a lot today. I have a really interesting topic for today. I really appreciate that. You made me very, very happy. Loli Delgadillo, good evening. Good evening. Koska Shirley. Well, in English it would be Shirley. Now that's a really interesting fact as well. The EY usually in English is pronounced as E, a long E. For example, Disney. So in the case of Shirley, that would be the correct pronunciation for English. Although in Spanish you can pronounce it as normally you do. So it's not wrong. It's not like you're not doing it correct. Good evening, Alice. Koska, good evening. Thank you very much for being tonight with us with First Class Institute. Good evening, Giovanni. Good evening. Okay, so great. Of course, as every single night, our focus is to make you understand that you have English, and our trademark is this: our superheroes. Let me tell you, if I read the comment that you're with your class, let me tell you that this is a perfect tool that you can use for teaching something because of the basis of this method. The basis, as I mentioned, the first class at First Class Institute, is that you teach with different methods. It's an eclectic method. For example, in this case, you're teaching something by a visual way, and by teaching by a visual way, you're bettering that part of the brain of your students. It's not just a word; it's now an image as well. So that definitely goes to the long-lasting memory. We have advanced some superheroes throughout our classes, so that's really nice. Yeah. Then we have Karencita. Good evening. Great. Yeah, definitely. Everything is really connected here. It's a really important family. I really love these superheroes when I'm teaching, guys. So tonight we're going to be seeing some about this, and also these two guys. We're going to see them together, right? So may, must. That's what we will be seeing today. Yeah. Rudy, good evening. Paula, you're here again. I'm so thankful. I'm doing very fine. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your kind words. I really appreciate all of those good wishes. Well, okay, I think we can get started with it because I have something that might be a matter of time. So if we can start with the slides. Control, ¿podemos empezar con las diapositivas, por favor? Thank you very much, Control. So in the first slide of tonight, as usual, we have the Apple Facebook show, a bite of the apple, and please, I don't want you to be a little bit frustrated if you don't get a lot. It's a bite of the apple, so that means that it's not everything, but I'm trying to give you at least a little bit because I would like to give you a lot, but we don't have time. We don't have time. Okay, so let's go ahead with our topic of tonight. Tonight's topic is English. You might wonder why English. The other two titles were like more impressive somehow because we talked about movies, we talked about how to at a restaurant, but today is English. What's up with that? Well, I wanted to title tonight's show as English because English is something really beautiful. It's something that you never forget. It's a life-changing experience. It really changed my life because before English, I didn't know what to do with my life. But starting learning English here at the Institute, it really changed my life. And I met my best friends here at the Institute. I love my occupation here. I love what I do. I love everything here. So that's why I wanted to title this show as English. And English is a science. It's not just a language. It's a science. Tonight you will be seeing that as well. Okay. Paul, good evening. CH, hello. Abby. Yeah, I will try to speak a little bit in Spanish, un poco de español también. Las imágenes les va a ayudar. Yo sé que hay muchas personas que quieren también estar esta noche, a pesar de que no estén en un nivel avanzado, también he pensado en ellos por si acaso. Una manera de aprender inglés, muchachos, es exponiéndose lo más que puedan al idioma, ya sea entiendan o no entiendan. Créanme que algo siempre se queda acá. Así que si estás acá hoy y no entiendes, y no tienes un nivel avanzado de inglés, no te preocupes, porque aunque sea que agarres una cosa pequeñita el día de hoy, has aprendido algo. Y eso es el día a día. Solamente con una cosa que hayas aprendido, ya está servido. Thank you very much. Okay, well, let's go ahead with con la diapositiva de nuevo. We have the level C1, and our objective number 1, to recognize unusual but usual words in English. That means that we will see some words that maybe it's not usual for you, but it's usual when you are learning English or when you are watching anything in English. Then we have to recognize everyday phrases in native speech. Now, everyday phrases like some things that they say very usually when they are speaking. Pretty similar to the first objective. Then we have to know more idiomatic expressions. That's going to be really good. Then we have to know what the flap T is. That's about pronunciation, guys. The flap T is a very common sound in American English. And as I mentioned before in previous classes, at First Class Institute, what we do is to teach American English as a main center. However, we also teach something about British English. So if you want to learn a little bit about British English as well, you're more than welcome to study at First Class Institute. Then we have to recognize common errors in written and spoken English. Okay, we have a lot to do tonight, so let's get down to it. Okay, video time. So, as a start, we will watch a video. Okay, you're ready? I hope you're ready. You will like a lot this. I love this sitcom. It's a comedy show. So, Control, ¿podría ayudarme con el video número 1, por favor?
Thanks for letting me stay here while Leonard Skypes with his girlfriend.
Oh, it's no problem. It's actually kind of nice. You reading, me reading. We're like an old married couple.
If we were an old married couple, the wife would serve iced tea and snickerdoodles.
I don't have iced tea and snickerdoodles.
Good wife would go to the store.
I want a divorce.
Good. On the way to see the lawyer, pick up some tea and cookies. I must say, I'm enjoying your new chair.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
It is. Aligns the lumbar, cradles the coccyx, balances the buttocks. This is a chair worthy of the name.
What name?
Chair.
Oh, right, well, I'm glad you like it. I mean, I still can't get over the fact someone just threw it away.
What?
Yeah, it was just sitting on the street. I paid a homeless guy $10 to help me get it up here.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
What is wrong?
I've been sitting in garbage.
Sheldon, take it easy.
You take it easy. I need to use your shower.
I went into this marriage with so much hope.
There's a wet Band-Aid on the shower floor. Penny. Penny. Penny.
Yellow.
You need to remove that chair from the building. It's a health hazard.
Okay, relax. I took off the slip covers, had them dry clean, and then fumigated the cushions.
Really?
Yeah, it's cleaner than my couch. Found half a Hot Pocket in there.
Certainly looks okay. Has a strong toxic chemical smell. That's reassuring.
Why don't you give it a try, Sheldon?
All right. It is a comfortable chair.
Why don't you just admit you overreacted?
No, thank you.
It's like living with a chihuahua.
Penny. Penny. Penny.
What's up, Buttercup?
You have to get rid of the chair.
Nope.
Penny. Penny. Penny.
What's the word, Hummingbird?
For your safety, please wait in my apartment as I call the authorities so they may remove the chair of death.
No.
Penny! Penny! Penny!
What's the gist, physicist?
Under my authority as a self-appointed member of the Centers for Disease Control Street Team, these premises are condemned. As a man with a keen sense of style, I must tell you, that chair does not work with the room. Penny! Penny! Ow! Penny!
Okay, that was really funny. I really love this show. But what I love more about this show is that it teaches me English. That's why I love it more. And yesterday I told you, and if you were not here yesterday with me, I'm telling you now, the secret of reaching a high up level, a C1 level, or even a C2 level in English is to analyze real life English. That means to expose yourself to real English. It doesn't matter if you do not live in a country where they speak English natively. You can do it from here, from home. With technology, you have a lot of advantages. You might ask yourself, where do I get this kind of content? Where do you think I got this? I got it on Facebook. So sometimes on Facebook, I'm just scrolling down some things, some videos there, and I'm watching this. And they have already the subtitles. So what's my job? Just to pay attention a lot to how they use my dear superheroes and also how they use different phrases. And tonight I'm going to teach you how you can use those phrases, how you can pronounce those phrases, and how you can understand some of those phrases. What's another key of understanding and having a rich English is to imitate. We have to try to imitate what they say. And in that way, you will reach a really prestigious English. Oh, well, so let's go ahead with the next part of the slides. Vamos a seguir con las siguientes diapositivas. Let's learn some vocabulary, guys. So this is something that maybe not a lot of you guys know. This is called a snickerdoodle. If you can remember some about the video that we previously watched, is that this character, Sheldon Cooper, mentioned this, tea and snickerdoodles. Well, so snickerdoodles are some kind of cookie that is really simple. It's something like we were discussing today this with our principal, with Mr. Bantic, the CEO of the institute, and we were discussing this, and we got to this conclusion. It's something similar to the maicillos that we eat here in Bolivia, which is, yeah, if you look at them, they look a lot like the maicillos that we eat in Bolivia. But it's like, it is very proper of Bolivia, but this is very proper from the United States. Snickerdoodles. They're a kind of cookie, all right? A kind of cookie. Yeah, with different ingredients and etc. But you get there something that is more native. Maybe you do not know this word, didn't know this before. Now you know it, and something that when you watch in another film, another movie, now you will know. Yeah, some people are participating there, and yes, effectively, Soledad, thank you very much. So definitely, it's cookie. There are cookies, definitely. All right, thank you very much, Catherine. Let's go ahead with the other. Okay, here I have something also that is for a high up level. We have here something about anatomy, some parts of the back. We have the cervical part, the thoracic part, the lumbar, and the pelvic part. Okay. What I also like about this TV show, guys, is that Sheldon Cooper uses a very formal language, and he uses structures that you can use for an advanced level. Instead, the rest of the characters use a more everyday conversation style. But Sheldon Cooper uses a lot of that formal English that you can use when you are writing an important essay, or when you are when you want to speak in a formal way, for example, for a formal speech, no, or for a specialization. Like here, we have some of the parts, but specifically what we're going to focus on tonight is the lumbar part. Lumbar part. Oh, excuse me. The lumbar part. Lumbar. Pretty similar to Spanish. For people who do not know where the lumbar part is, it's just highlighted over there. No, the lumbar part. Okay, something about anatomy. Cool. What's our next word? Okay, something cultural as well. This is called a hot pocket. Okay, hot pockets are explained there. Pepperoni pizza, like in a roll, like a sandwich, similar to that. Very famous also in the United States. And it's delicious. I got the opportunity to taste these ones, so it's really good. It's a hot pocket. Okay, it's just as common as saying, for example, I don't know, something like Kleenex, because that's not the real name. Kleenex, something that you use to blow your nose. The real name is tissue. But whether you're speaking Spanish or in English, you will always say Kleenex, because the brand has become more famous than the name itself. How crazy is that? Many times you will see that the brand becomes more famous than the name itself, and then you just call it by that name. All right, let's see the next one. All right, this is really a small bird, no? And it's called a hummingbird. Hummingbird. And something interesting about the video we just watched is that Penny, the girl, yeah, for people who do not know the Big Bang Theory, that's the name of the sitcom of this comedy show. The girl, Penny, said, what's the word? Hummingbird. What's the word? Hummingbird. What's the word? Hummingbird. American people, or people who speak English in general like to make rhymes a lot. No, for example, our principal before leaving me with you told you, "See you later, alligator." See you later, alligator. Um, why did it say that? Just because it rhymes, because it's fun. English is fun, and on that way you can see you later, alligator is one way to say goodbye, but it's funnier than just saying see you later. And same thing happens when you can play with your mind and rhyme things. Like this girl said, "What's the word, honey, hummingbird?" Because they have similar sounds. You can play with the language in that way, and that's a high up level of English. Okay, let's go ahead with the next one. Okay, we have here, you know that it's a police officer, but if you want to say it in a different level of English, you won't say a police officer, but the most advanced word is to say authority. 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 The AU usually has the sound O in English, and TH pronunciation, very common of American and British English, authority. Let me tell you a fun fact about TH, that in British is TH. In some accents of English, you do not pronounce it as th. Rather, you just pronounce it as t, like in Ireland. I had the opportunity to be in Ireland sometime, and they say authority. And I was like, what? TH is not pronounced in that way. But it's a different accent that we have. No? Same as happens here in different parts of Bolivia. In different parts of Bolivia, they will have different accents, but we have the same language in common. However, you will the accent or some phonemes will differ according to where you live. Like in this case, authority, but in Ireland you will say authority, authority, and their T is like very explosive. Authority, authority, authority. However, in American English is authority, authority. T is pronounced as D, authority. Okay, this is a building, a basic word. You want to go ahead to go to a high up or advanced word, an advanced word. Instead of saying building, you will say premises. Premises. No? Instead of saying building, you can say this word is premises. And Sheldon Cooper also uses this word. You will rewatch the video at the end of the class or at the end of the show, and you will see that he doesn't use building because they live in a building, as the institute is in a building. But instead of saying building as a basic word, you can go to an advanced word and say premises. Wow, some tricks just to improve your English. Well. So with that part, we ended about the vocabulary part. Just let's remember a little bit about it. So let's go back to here. We have this. What was this? This is called snickerdoodles. Sounds very funny. Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles. Then we have the lumbar part. That's a part of your back. Hot pockets. Hummingbird. Authority in American English. Premises. Okay, now let's learn some more vocabulary because I told you that vocabulary is essential if you want to get a high up level of English. So more vocabulary, we will see some phrases, no? Because those were some of our objectives as well for tonight, is to know more vocabulary in phrases because it's better if you learn vocabulary in phrases. For example, here we have one phrase that the first phrase which says, "I'm enjoying your new chair." When he sat down, when Sheldon Cooper sat down, he said, I must say, I must say, I'm enjoying your new chair. Usually this structure is not common if you learn English just from a book. You will learn more if you expose yourself to real English. Instead of, for example, let me give you this example. Usually they will tell you, even teachers, I say this to my students, the verb like cannot be in a continuous form. I cannot say I'm liking this water. That's true. That's definitely true. However, To emphasize the verbs that cannot have the ing form, you can do that, like enjoy or like. For example, you have a new haircut, okay? A brand new haircut, and you look fantastic. And you can go and say, oh, I'm liking already your haircut. I'm liking already your haircut. And you will be like, what? Are you using like in an ing form? How could that be possible? I haven't been taught that at my institute. Well, welcome to English. As I told you, that's why I wanted to title tonight's episode as English, because it's a wonderland. So when you want to emphasize that word like, you can say, I'm liking your haircut already. And it's completely good. Wow. That's something unusual of English. Like in this case as well, you can say, oh, I am enjoying your new chair. Because you want to emphasize that it's really good. Enjoy is an exaggeration of like, but when you say enjoying, wow, you're just saying this is heaven. Okay, next word is something really usual. I mean, no, I mean is another word to exaggerate, or phrase, excuse me, to exaggerate something. No, for example, I want to continue talking about your haircut. Let's say, yeah, I like already your haircut. I mean, it's really cool that you do those things. It's to emphasize the previous or the following sentence that you're going to say. It's used a lot by young people, but that doesn't mean that adults also use it. Or, well, that's the way it is. Then we have, I can get over the fact. Get over, as many people might know, is to overcome, to go, to recover after a bad experience. When you say the word I can get over the fact, it's similar to say I can't imagine it. It's impossible. It's difficult to believe. That is the meaning of the phrase I can get over the fact. And you can continue with anything. Okay? For example, I don't know. I can get over the fact that this pandemic has lasted so long because I'm here forever. It seems like it's an eternity. I can't get over that fact. No? Oh dear. Remember when he found out Sheldon Cooper, this guy who was in the video, is a neat freak, which is another phrase. A neat freak is a person who likes all the time everything to be clean. So this has to be clean. It cannot be anything dirty at all. So when he discovers that this chair he was sitting on was a used chair, was found on the street. So he stood up and said, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear is one way to say, oh my God, but not to say God, because sometimes God is a very sacred word. And well, sometimes they don't like to go with that, you know. Well, so instead of saying oh my God, you can say oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Then we have take it easy. Take it easy, easy, easy. Now that's the correct pronunciation of English. Easy. All right. Take it easy is calm down, relax, chill out, chill. Let's take it easy. No. Go into this phrase is pretty interesting, and maybe you won't find it in a lot of books. Go into is just to start. She said, this girl said, I went into this marriage with a lot of hope, or with so much hope, if I'm not mistaken. So she said, I started this marriage because they were talking like if we were married, no, if we were a happy marriage. So she said that word. Go into is a synonym, an advanced word to say start. You can say, I will start with this webinar. I will, instead of saying start with this, I can say I will go into this webinar. It's just a synonym for a start, but a different synonym. Then we have, why don't you give it a try? It's just like saying try it. No, try it. Do it. Do it. I encourage you to do it. Variations for this phrase is why don't you give it a go? Why don't you give it a go? Instead of try, you can also say go. That's a variation for this phrase. Then we have why don't you just admit? Why don't you just admit? Okay, we can relate this to our Spanish because sometimes, as I mentioned previously, also translation helps you to understand the language. It's better if you want to translate, do it from the original language instead of doing it from Spanish to the language that you're learning. Do it from the language that you're learning to your language so you can understand better. When you say, why don't you just admit, is in like, at least where I live in La Paz, is like saying, ¿por qué no dices de una vez que? No? Why don't you just admit? I'm not translating literally as it is, because literally would be, ¿por qué no admites que? Which is something that we don't usually say. We say more, ¿por qué no dices de una vez que? No? That's one close translation that you can find to that. Then finally, we have that chair does not work with the room. When you say does not work with, it's like, no, it doesn't look good. Okay? For example, I can say this jacket does not work with my shirt, for example. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so you can use it in that way. Do not work with means that it doesn't fit, it doesn't look so good. That's the meaning of don't work with. Okay, new vocabulary. All right. I have one question here. What's the difference between building and premises? Really, that premises is more formal than building, and premises is more general. For example, and it's more professional. For instance, as I was mentioning, the institute, First Class Institute, the premises plus being the building itself can be everything that is inside here. For example, in the premises we have whiteboards, chairs, tables, some projectors, and different things that you can have. All of that is the group of premises. Is everything, is all the structure of something, and definitely it's more formal than just saying building. If you want to have a more advanced vocabulary and you want to speak formally, use more premises than building. For those who want to take important exams such as the TOEFL exam and the IELTS exam, these type of words will help you a lot. Just take my word. Mark my words. Mark my words, another phrase. But, well, we're not into that now. Okay, well, so let's go ahead with the slides, please. Great. So, look at the professor, guys. We got there the professor. What's the professor's job? To talk about random idiomatic expressions. That's the part of the show I like it to call. What's the random idiomatic expression of today? Well, actually, we have only one, but it's one related to the topic that we have today and to the video that we have today. And it is a really good one. It is worthy of the name. It is worthy of the name. What does that mean? Many companies, many people use clever words to refer to their products, or you use a certain or a specific words to refer to something that is unusual or that is very special. For example, First Class Institute. It's really clever. The name is very clever. First Class Institute. Yeah. So when you do this, guys, is to show that the name is very original and it fits perfectly to what we want to refer. Okay, we have one. I have one example for you. Look, First Class Institute is really an institute of first class. It's worthy of the name. It means that it really fits to the name. No, like First Class Institute, and it's a really nice institute. Yeah, definitely, definitely. The name matches perfectly to the phrase or to what I want to say. So First Class Institute is really an institute of first class. It's worthy of the name. But in the video we watched, Sheldon, the guy, used it in a different way, and he took literally every single word as it is. Let's watch some about that. Control, por favor, el segundo video.
I must say, I'm enjoying your new chair.
It's great, isn't it?
It is. Aligns the lumbar, cradles the coccyx, balances the buttocks. This is a chair worthy of the name.
What name?
Chair.
You see, this is a chair worthy of the name. And she said, what name? Because usually this is referred to clever things, to brands, to things that are special. But a chair is nothing special, maybe for him. And that's why it's funny. And that's the way that you can understand English. The principal of the institute, my boss and the CEO of the institute, once told me, once you understand jokes in English, you know that you are in the good way of mastering the language. And it's true. It's definitely true. When you understand jokes in English and when you laugh, but you really laugh out of loud, so you know that you're understanding English. And don't get me wrong, this if you didn't get the joke very well tonight, so now you are starting with that. And now you know that I need to work more on this and I will do it. But it was fun anyway, yeah. So in the way that he expresses himself, it's just pure comedy. Okay, well, let's go ahead with the next slide. So that was the random idiomatic expression of tonight. I hope you liked it. Let's go with the next part. Okay, yeah, that was a bit of time. And what do we have now? All right, pronunciation time. That's the next part of our show tonight. Pronunciation time. If you see, pro is maximized because in English, if you say that someone is a pro, is someone who's really skillful, who knows a lot about it, and the pronunciation time is for pros. Okay, well, the pronunciation of pronunciation is pronunciation. Anyway, well, so what do we have for tonight's pronunciation time? As promised, we have the flap T. What's the flap T, guys? Flap T is a usual sound in American English. Let's read something that says there. This sound for Spanish speakers is real close to the R, well, R, like in the word entrar. When you say the word entrar, you know that sound, that sound of the R in Spanish is R, 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 like entrar. Flap T in English is pretty similar to that sound in Spanish. Okay? For example, let me show you something. We have two examples extracted from our video. The first example says, I can't get over the fact that someone just threw it away. Get over, get over, get over, get over. Okay? Here is the flap T. If you see here, you have T. But we do not say in American English, get over, because that would sound more like a British English. In American English, what we do is when we have a T, like in this case, we have T, no, that is surrounded or in the middle of two vowel sounds like E and O, like get, E, and over, A. So this T will become a flapped sound. So that means that will be like R in Spanish, from entrar. So I don't say get over. To speak fluently, you say get over, get over, get over, get over. I can't get over the fact, and it's faster. I can't get over the fact. I can't get over the fact. I can't get over the fact. All right? It sounds very nice. For those who are not understanding a lot of English tonight, voy a decir esta parte en inglés porque es muy importante, ya estás en básico, medio o avanzado. La T flap o la flap T es un sonido muy cercano a la R del español, especialmente del español mexicano, porque en La Paz tenemos diferentes tipos de español, que es un sonido R, como en entrar. Siempre que veas la T en medio de dos vocales, este sonido de la T o de la D también va a tomar este sonido peculiar del inglés americano que es R. Por ejemplo, acá, I can't get over, get over, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. No digo get over. I can't get over the fact that someone just threw it away. Threw it away. Otro ejemplo. Threw it away. Vowel, T. Threw it away. Threw it away. Threw it away. I can't get over the fact that someone just threw it away. Sounds more like English, sounds more fluently, and you're just improving your pronunciation. Next one is I paid a homeless guy $10 to help me get it up. Again, D and vowels and T and vowels. So you have there the flap T. I paid a homeless guy $10 to help me get it up here. It's much faster when you speak. And that's how you're going to understand better native speakers when they're speaking, because they use a lot this type of flap T and flap D. Okay? So, well, pretty interesting. Well. Good. So don't forget, for those who are not understanding very well, para los que no están entendiendo mucho inglés, el flap T es ese sonido de la R cuando está en medio de dos vocales. Traten de hacerlo, traten de usarlo. ¿Ok? Okay. Great. So that was the pronunciation time. I hope you liked it. And, well, we can do a lot tonight, but at least something it's important. Let's go ahead with now video time. Now you will see in real time how to use the flap T. Van a escuchar cómo es que estas personas utilizan el flap T. ¿Recuerden las frases que les he dicho, chicos? Ahí están, paid a homeless guy, and I get over, I can't get over. ¿Recuerden esas frases, gente linda? So, por favor, control, el siguiente video.
All right, well, I'm glad you like it. I mean, I still can't get over the fact someone just threw it away.
What?
Yeah, it was just sitting on the street. I paid a homeless guy $10 to help me get it up here.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
There you go. Flap T in action. I can't get over the fact that someone just threw it away. There you go. Very useful, very important for your English. And I use super can. I can't. Superheroes are everywhere. That's why even if you are in advanced levels, you will always use superheroes, and it just keeps in your mind. Superhero. Many students tell me, "Oh, the superhero." Okay, it's not a superhero in reality, but good for you, because in that way we're internalizing our thoughts. Good. Great. I was seeing some comments. I have one of my students there, Lucia. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. She was one of my students, and she was a really nice student. Thank you for being with me tonight. Okay. Well, let's go ahead with the next part. Video time, we went ahead with that already. What's next? Trivia moment. The part of the show where you participate, presented by Super Ken. All right, so Super Ken will present the trivia moment. What's the trivia of today? So get ready for this part because you will be participating. I will see a lot of your comments. It's kind of tricky. It's not really advanced, but it's like in the middle. Question for today. Which of the following sentences is the correct one? Option letter A, after I will graduate from university, I will get a nice job offer. Option letter B, after I will graduate from university, I get a nice job offer. And option letter C, after I graduate from university, I will get a nice job offer. Now it's time for you to comment. What is the correct sentence? There is only one sentence that is correct. I want to hear from you. So I'll be waiting for some comments. Which is the correct sentence, guys? Which is the correct sentence? Incluso si no sabes hablar inglés solamente por diversión, ¿por qué no por ahí latinas? Let's see. Some comments. Over there we have already C by Veronica. Loli also says C. Catherine also says C. We got 3 C's. C. Yeah. Oh yeah, smart. Great. Paula says C. Zulema C. Jenny C. Wow, you have already mastered English. I don't know what you're doing here. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, great. Nice. I think C has won for way a lot. Yeah. And we have one B, yeah. B. We have B, at least one B. Okay, great. Jose also says C. Margaret also says C. Juana Rubali says B. I like the difference. So good job, Zuberly. Great. So let's see which the correct answer is. And it's effectively letter C. Why is it so? Well, trivia tonight is going to lead us to next part of our presentation. Why is letter C correct? Thank you, Supercam, for presenting trivia moment. But now it's time for grammar. Grammar. Something boring for some people. But if you want to master also a language, you need to know the grammar. What's grammar? Basically, grammar are the rules that you will use to have a correct English, or well, the language that you are studying. It's not boring when you take it a little bit serious and when you analyze. I really love grammar because it's like the scientific part of a language, because it has structures, it has rules. You have to say that, you have to know this, you have to learn that. Yeah, as Brian also loves grammar, so team grammar. Yeah, so definitely grammar is really nice when you also understand it well. Tonight I'm going to try to show you something about grammar uh, for you to understand also well, and you do not commit common mistakes or errors at the moment of speaking and writing in English for an advanced level. Okay, what's the grammar part of today? Adverb clauses to show time relationships. For example, we're going to take again one example of our sitcom, The Big Bang Theory, that we just watched, that says, for your safety, please wait in my apartment as I call the authorities so they may, Super May, where is Super May? Super May, they may remove the chair of death. I love the way, as I was telling you, the way that Sheldon Cooper speaks is really helpful for us for understanding English, since he uses very formal language at times, but right after that, he uses informal language or childish language, like the chair of death. How can you call, like you're saying, you're threatening, you're just saying the chair is of the devil practically. So well, that's why I really like the way he speaks, and you learn a lot. Okay, so if you see, underlined is our phrase, which starts from here. Oh, sorry, which starts from here. No, us. Oh my God, what happened here? Yeah, us. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, as I call the authorities so they may remove the chair of death. This as is called a subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunctions are words which help you connect sentences or ideas to understand better the previous sentence that you say. Now, adverb clauses. What's an adverb clause? An adverb clause is one clause, one sentence that shows relationship between ideas. What are our two ideas? The first one is let me change this. For your safety, please wait in my apartment. And the other one is, as I call the authorities so they may remove the chair. The adverb clause is, as I call the authorities so they may remove the chair. What's the relationship that they are holding? That while you do the first sentence, I will be doing this other action. That's the meaning of as in this case. No, it's a transition. T for transition. Is while, that's a more common word for some people, while I call, in the moment that I call the authorities so they may remove the chair of death, please wait in my apartment. Adverb clauses are dependent clauses. That means that they cannot be alone. The sentence that could be alone here is, for your safety, please wait in my apartment, because I can fully understand that. However, adverb clauses help us to understand much better the previous sentence and to establish a relationship to complement that previous idea and to explain a little bit more. Okay? So, let's go ahead with more. By the time the company, this is another extract of a magazine. By the time the company reaches its highest sales rates, the employees will have worked long-lasting hours. Look at this. It's another adverb clause. And if some of you might see, this is also called a future perfect tense. But it's also an adverb clause that is showing the time relationship. What's the first sentence? By the time the company reaches its highest sales rates, which is separated by a comma, the employees will have worked long-lasting hours. There is a relationship because I'm explaining better what happens to the main sentence. There you go. Another example of adverb clauses is, according to recent studies, cases of the novel coronavirus sorry, I wrote coronavirus 2 times. Sorry. Had taken place before the pandemic started. Relationship between two sentences to make it more clear. Now, another thing you have to see to know and to finish with the grammar part is that when you have an adverb clause, please, if you are speaking in present, after words like this that we mentioned that they are called conjunctions, subordinating conjunctions, you need to have, in the case of present and future, you can only have present right after those words. No past, just present if you want to talk about present or future. Just present, never future, never past. And in the case that you're speaking about a past situation, like in this case, in the last example, and I can say it very well. It says novel coronavirus had taken place. Yeah, before the pandemic started. That before is telling us that that's a relationship. And when you're speaking about past, it has to be in past. Bottom line, if you have present, you can mix it with present only. If you have past, you have to mix it with past only. All right? You cannot mix like present and past. You can mix present and future and present, but never present and past when you are joining two ideas. All right? That's something unusual of this adverb clauses. But well, that's a lot of grammar. I don't want to get you bored with this. But I want you to see how you can use this in real context, in real life. And we're going to take as example this part. For your safety, please wait in my apartment as I call the authorities so they may remove the chair of death. Okay? Very clever sentence, very well structured, very formal, but let's watch it in real context. Por favor, control el siguiente video.
Penny. Penny. Penny.
What's up, Buttercup?
You have to get rid of the chair.
Nope.
Penny. Penny. Penny.
What's the word, hummingbird?
For your safety, please wait in my apartment as I call the authorities so they may remove the chair of death.
No.
So funny. And now you can understand it better. Wow, so good. Now, let's see some comments. I was seeing some really interesting comments. One is that if as replaces the comma. Great question. Usually when you have these kind of structures, if the adverb clause that we mentioned, that is this part, goes in first place, comma is needed. For example, in the second example, by the time, which is your connector of your subordinating connector. So if it is in first place, the adverb clause, you need to have a comma. But if you change positions, comma is omitted. That's why as is not really working as the comma, but it's just deleting the comma because of the change of position in your clauses, in your sentences. That's the rule. And then I saw one other comment that says that it is a connector. Definitely it is a connector. It's an adverb. It's also an adverb, but it's also a connector. Many words in English have two ways of using them. It is a connector. That's why they are called subordinating connectors. All right? So I would like to explain you a lot because, as I told you, grammar is very interesting and you can explain a lot of things. I really love this because it's like the most scientific part, but definitely all of parts of English are scientific. But this is like, you have to know this and this, the exceptions here, the exceptions there. It's fantastic. Let me tell you that it's something fantastic. I can't explain you a lot tonight. I would love to explain you a lot tonight, but I can't. So, well, we're about to finish the show. And let's go ahead with the next. We have already seen. And thank you very much, guys. So that was the show of tonight. I hope you really enjoyed it. And I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Let's go back with our principal.
Thank you, Will. Thank you very much. It was very interesting. I'm really happy that you guys hang in there and share these moments of English with us. We truly appreciate that. And to show our appreciation, okay, we're going to give you some discounts. So, a todas esas personas que deseen ser parte de la familia First Class, les queremos dar unos descuentos. All right? Entonces, busquen, por favor, okay, el lugar más cercano de donde estén, ya sea en La Paz, tenemos 4 sucursales, en Santa Cruz, en Cochabamba, en El Beni, en Ribera Alta, y por favor llamen a esos teléfonos que, bueno, les van a dar y pregunten por su descuento. Sí, I hope you learned, but the most important thing is that we want to show you a little bit about what a family is about, okay? And what it's English opened the doors for you guys. You can do so much just with the language, just being an English speaker. I'm telling you this because I felt it that way. English to me was my my everything my bread and butter, mi pan y mantequilla, es una expresión idiomática en inglés, my bread and butter, que es algo necesario en tu vida, que es algo, digamos, es una de las cosas más importantes. All right. Have a fantastic night. Don't forget to call us. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll see you very soon. Thank you. Thank you very much to be part of this experience. Goodbye, everybody. Control. Thank you very much.
First Class, Facebook Live, te invita a disfrutar de nuestra programación de cursos, entrevistas, webinars y mucho más, para que estés preparado y encaminado hacia un mundo globalizado, afrontando la nueva normalidad con mejores herramientas. Conoce el método más increíble para aprender inglés. Forma parte de la gran familia First Class a nivel nacional y conoce el mejor inglés del país. Comparte esta iniciativa de mejorar nuestra educación, de mejorar nuestro país y aprovechar todas las oportunidades. First Class, Facebook Live. Aprende inglés desde tu hogar con el mejor instituto de idiomas de Bolivia, First Class. Contamos con programas personalizados para parejas, grupo familiar y las sesiones grupales para adultos y niños, donde podrás interactuar con diferentes personas de todo Bolivia. Accede a la promo 2x1 y conéctate desde la comodidad de tu casa y desde cualquier dispositivo. Y si tienes algo de base, solicita el examen de nivel online sin ningún costo y gradúate junto a nosotros en menor tiempo. Solicita nuestros programas vía WhatsApp al 6155-2024 y vive la experiencia First Class, el método más increíble para aprender inglés. First Class, Facebook Live, te invita a disfrutar de nuestra programación de cursos, entrevistas, webinars y mucho más, para que estés preparado y encaminado hacia un mundo globalizado, afrontando la nueva normalidad con mejores herramientas. Conoce el método más increíble para aprender inglés. Forma parte de la gran familia First Class a nivel nacional y conoce el mejor inglés del país. Comparte esta iniciativa de mejorar nuestra educación, de mejorar nuestro país y aprovechar todas las oportunidades. First Class, Facebook Live. Aprende inglés desde tu hogar con el mejor instituto de idiomas de Bolivia, First Class. Contamos con programas personalizados para parejas, grupo familiar y las sesiones grupales para adultos y niños, donde podrás interactuar con diferentes personas de todo Bolivia. Accede a la promo 2x1 y conéctate desde la comodidad de tu casa y desde cualquier dispositivo. Y si tienes algo de base, solicita el examen de nivel online sin ningún costo y gradúate junto a nosotros en menor tiempo. Solicita nuestros programas vía WhatsApp al 6155-2024 y vive la experiencia First Class, el método más increíble para aprender inglés. First Class, Facebook Live, te invita a disfrutar de nuestra programación de cursos, entrevistas, webinars y mucho más, para que estés preparado y encaminado hacia un mundo globalizado, afrontando la nueva normalidad con mejores herramientas. Conoce el método más increíble para aprender inglés. Forma parte de la gran familia First Class a nivel nacional y conoce el mejor inglés del país. Comparte esta iniciativa de mejorar nuestra educación, de mejorar nuestro país y aprovechar todas las oportunidades. First Class, Facebook Live. Aprende inglés desde tu hogar con el mejor instituto de idiomas de Bolivia, First Class. Contamos con programas personalizados para parejas, grupo familiar y las sesiones grupales para adultos y niños, donde podrás interactuar con diferentes personas de todo Bolivia. Accede a la promo 2x1 y conéctate desde la comodidad de tu casa y desde cualquier dispositivo. Y si tienes algo de base, solicita el examen de nivel online sin ningún costo y gradúate junto a nosotros en menor tiempo. Solicita nuestros programas vía WhatsApp al 6155-2024 y vive la experiencia First Class, el método más increíble para aprender inglés.